live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Let's do this.
Who's really right?
Yeah.
Now, so in the 2004 draft, the then San Diego Chargers selected Eli Manning.
Okay, I was gonna say don't say
Yeah,
that.
I got it to say. They selected Eli Manning, and the New York Giants selected Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
The two ended up swapping picks, and Phillip Rivers eventually became the starting quarterback of the San Diego Chargers, which are now the LA Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2004. It is 2020. So we are beginning this Who's Really Right.
Yeah.
After 16, 17
Whew.
illustrious seasons.
My goodness. 38 years old.
Yes. Is it time for Phillip Rivers to hang it up? Should he retire?
Oh, okay.
As always, ladies first.
Okay. My take on this is one I think we've discussed before, which is go out while you're good.
Go out while you're on top.
I ain't gonna say he on top because I think he's had some. Not that he hasn't had a good run even in the last couple of years, but let's be clear, they haven't been what they were.
No.
And I don't know that that's. I would hope I could say it's because talent level isn't, around him isn't, but that's not necessarily true. He's had some pretty good pieces around him for a while, and
it's true. So
I feel like, you peaked, you just on the other side of the mountain. Let's stop.
Yeah, before we fall off the cliff.
Before you fall all the way down.
Before we fall down the mountain.
All the way down the mountain. He's a really steady, sturdy quarterback.
Yeah.
And I know that one of the things that the GM talked about was he knew that Phillip Rivers could still play football. He could still be a quality quarterback because he is a quality quarterback.
Yeah.
But they went 0-6 in their division and 5-11 this year.
Yeah.
At some point, you know what I mean? Maybe you got to shake it up, stir it up. And for him, I just think it's I think he's played with the Chargers. It's almost the same way I feel about for Tom Brady. Played with the same team this entire time. Yeah. I look at how the only person that I know that's gone on to be okay somewhere else, really, really okay, is Peyton Manning. Going from Indianapolis to Denver. He went and won another, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They did.
It's been a few.
But I think about Michael Jordan. Bruh, it was when the Bulls was over, it was over. You know what I mean?
Guess where he went to?
Well, I know where he went for y'all. But either way.
We got geriatric Jordan.
Yeah. But my point, my point being, you've had this amazing. It's rare to be one in one place that long and playing in professional sports. So the fact that you've been in that one place for this long and had even though you didn't get to the big show, it's the Dan Marino thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
You just accept that and move on and be like, you know what? Okay. I had a good run and I did it all with the Chargers from when they was San Diego to LA and call it a day.
Okay.
That's just where I see it. Call it a day. You've done your part, sir, for the NFL.
He's had a pretty good career. Yeah. Minus not getting the Super Bowl. He's had a pretty good career. And
he's been sturdy. He ain't been majorly injured. He ain't been, you know what I mean? you can just keep on playing if you like to and be geriatric, like you just said, and then something happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see that either.
All right. You want to know why I disagree?
Yes.
How many kids does Mr. How many? How many kids does Mr. Rivers have?
I believe Phillip Rivers had a kid every year he's playing.
Yeah.
Like, real talk. If I was his wife, at this point, she probably don't even have to go to the hospital anymore.
He might got more kids
say,
than Antonio Cromartie.
Wait, hold on. I'll be right back with you.
Let me go deliver this baby right quick.
Yeah, let me just go pop this one out. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Oh, man. But no, so one, he got a lot of kids to feed.
He does.
But he's made a lot of money. He's made a lot of money.
I was going to say 16 years, and I know he doesn't seem like the type of person that's flashy. So he's probably been really smart with his money.
Yeah, he went to a press conference one day with a cowboy hat on and the little cowboy tie thing.
I can't think of what they call it now, but
Me either. But yeah.
But he country. That's why he wore that. That ain't about being cheap. It was probably really expensive. Cowboy hats are expensive. They are.
Okay, so I do know the hats are expensive, but that tie.
Yeah, it could have been too. You just never know. Either way. But I hope he's been smart with his. I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure.
So okay, I'm not. But you go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Well, so that's one. He has a lot of kids. He needs to make a little more money.
Okay.
But two, I honestly feel like he would be one of those type of quarterbacks that would be a very good mentor to a younger quarterback. So what I feel like he should do is take a bit of a pay cut, accept a lesser role as the starting quarterback who's going to groom whoever they bring in there. Because we just said he had a 5-11 record, or not he, but the Chargers had a 5-11 record, which means they're going to get a really high draft pick. If you can draft somebody like Tua, possibly.
I knew you were going to say Tua.
If you could draft Tua and maybe sit him for a little bit, maybe a year.
Okay.
If that, maybe 8 games for him to get acclimated, to see what he looks like, and then turn the reins over with Phillip Rivers in his ear. I think that would be the perfect situation for the both of them. And then maybe retire in a couple years.
Okay.
Because he's not playing every snap. He'll be, pretty good. And if something happens to Tua, because we know that Tua has been very injury prone, then you have Phillip Rivers to go back to.
Not Carson Wentz, but yes. Mm-hmm.
Don't do that to Carson Wentz.
Oh, okay. Sure. I saw a meme today with him, and it was like a broken champagne glass or something, and his face was on top of it falling off. I was like, that's about right.
Y'all can't do this to Carson Wentz. He had a head injury.
Oh, okay.
He had a concussion. What do you want the man to do? The NFL, I'm sure he would have gone back in if he could have. The NFL wouldn't have allowed him to go back in. Y'all can't keep doing this to I saw the memes too.
Like, man.
I feel so bad for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad. This was one, I mean, none of them are things that I think purposely, but it's just, he just seems to be a little soft. That's all. But it's all good.
I wouldn't say soft. I would say injury prone.
Okay. Well, you call it that. I call it.
I mean, because it's not like Jay Cutler where you see him standing on the sideline, just not able to go. Or it does. He looks like he can go.
He looks like he can go, but won't.
He's just not going. Like he's hurt.
Right.
Like Carson Wentz has been injured. He had a torn ACL. Yeah. Can't do anything about that. I'm not sure what he had after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
The torn ACL was the Super Bowl run.
Right. When Nick Foles won. Yeah.
Right. And then the year after that, did Nick Foles stay another year?
Mm-hmm. I believe so. I want to say Nick Foles was it. Nick, was he? No. After they won the Super Bowl, he left.
He left. That's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. But either way.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't listen.
No, Nick Foles was there last year because they went to the Super Bowl. Again. Yeah, he got hurt again. I can't remember what it was when he got hurt that time. But he played this entire year.
Yes, it's a miracle all in itself.
And it just so happens in the playoffs, Jadeveon Clowney, you know, is a bit aggressive.
I got the come on son face going.
Huh?
I got the come on son face going.
I mean, what you want him to do? He torn ACL
I don't
and a
know. I
concussion.
just need a new. I don't know.
I would say injury prone because, I mean, when you say stuff like soft, that hits at a man's manhood.
I'm sorry, I'm not a man. Sorry. Okay.
And it would be different if he was just hurt.
Okay.
Now, if the NFL,
so Kawhi Leonard, is he soft? Okay.
I'm gonna throw that out.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyway, back to Phillip. Phillip has been sturdy though.
Yeah, he has been sturdy.
Yeah.
If he has injuries, they've been very minimal,
very minor. Yeah.
And he's been, a consummate pro year after year.
Well, he a trash talker now. That thing.
Woo! Oh yeah, no. And I think he got voted as one of the top trash talkers in the NFL.
My, he talks so much. I mean, country
I love it, though.
Trash. It's hilarious though.
I love the quarterbacks that talk trash. I love those quarterbacks.
Like that means you are not scared.
Yeah, at all. It was funny. You remember? I think you sent me the video clip or I sent it to you. Peyton Manning and Tom Brady going back and forth on that show.
Yeah.
And I have a special disdain for Tom Brady as a football player.
I like him as a person, but as
I'd hang out with that guy.
Yeah, he was hilarious. That was funny. Yeah, that was great. That's what I said. Seeing that side of him, we already know Peyton's stupid. He always crazy. Yeah. He gonna be.
We love our GOAT.
Oh my God. So but Phillip is definitely like them. He's lighthearted kind of guy. Just But I like your plan. I'm not even gonna lie. I do. I like your plan. If you get Tua, you can bring him in. But my question to you is Phillip Rivers really going to sit down or be told to sit down? He is the consummate competitor.
That's true.
He don't have that kind of spirit.
And I think that's a great thing, though, right? I don't think it'll be a thing where I think he will accept the competition in training camp.
Yeah.
Where you go into training camp and say, well, let's see who's going to be the starter.
Right.
I think he'll accept that. I don't think that he'll accept, okay, we drafting a quarterback, you got to go take a back seat.
Exactly. I don't.
But I think if you put it to him like this, like, hey, and I think that would be good for Phillip Rivers because if he has someone young like Tua who may be some really good competition at quarterback, he may pull what's the little bit that's left in the tank out of Phillip Rivers. And that might be a good thing for the Chargers. No?
No.
You don't see it?
No.
Okay.
Let that man sit down.
Well, listen,
just
y'all.
Go do it on your own terms and gracefully. You know what I mean? Like, don't let them dictate how your ending goes. Do it how you want. You know what I mean?
I'm a big fan of, be done with the game before the game is done with you.
Yeah.
But I also feel, much like in the case of Tom Brady, I just want Tom Brady to retire because I just don't like him and I'm tired of the Patriots. But
the man can still play.
If he still wants to play,
he gonna be 50 still playing.
Yeah, I think they should still play.
He gonna be 50 playing.
I think if Tom falls off the cliff, if Tom Brady falls off the cliff, I think he will bow out gracefully.
He will. If it even looks like he's remotely getting close to the cliff. Before he fall off, he would bow out. And he's that type of dude. You'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Because that's why he keeps coming back. And I'm sure that's the reason Phillip Rivers, and because I just read it, he wants to come back.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's why they want to continue to play because they still can.
Yeah.
And they haven't fallen off the cliff. Phillip might have a toe on the other side of the cliff. But you know what I'm saying? They haven't fallen off the cliffs, so they kind of probably still want to. I mean, that desire is still there as long as they can. Some people, sometimes it's not even about what I can physically do or mentally do. It's just the desire being there. Like you think somebody like Barry Sanders or Calvin Johnson, they were the top of their game. And still had plenty left in the tank. And they just said, you know what?
Like,
I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gone.
Well, I think once you lose your passion for the game.
That's what I'm saying, the desire. Because that's when you get hurt for real.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You just out there going through the motions.
So, will y'all let us know?
Let us know who's really right. Yeah. Again, one for Stephanie if you feel like it's time for Phillip Rivers to go, like right now. Like not now, but right now. One for Stephanie. If you feel like Phillip can get a little more of his toe over the edge of that ledge. 2 for Jarrett.
Okay. 2 for Jarrett.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.